Yeah, so Sam, this is the EXTARO 300. This is what's described as the premium. And this has got built-in camera. It's got its own Wi-Fi and router. We're actually projecting directly.
It's got a Wi-Fi and router?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
What we've got also with this is the ergonomics of the whole thing. Firstly, it moves beautifully. It has the unique Mora interface, which allows eyepieces to stay horizontal, while the camera objective can move from left to right, thus meaning that you don't have to work for long periods with your neck cocked over to the left or the right. You've also got what's called a foldable tube on this, which has an extension piece on it, which allows you to work high.
Do you know what my problem is? I am 5'7" at best.
That really is a problem, Sam.
And I kind of like this because with my Labomed, it sometimes it's a bit too long for me then to be.
Right. And that's what you can do. You can put it in and shorten it if you wish. What it favours is actually using let me just do that for you. As you can see, for some people who aren't as tall as others, you can actually swing it upside down, and it works exactly in the same way as a normal inclinable binocular. So what you've got is basically interpupillary distance adjustment. You've got diopters which allow you to adjust for spectacle and non-spectacle wearers.
I've got a Zoomax in another practice, and I have these out, but with my glasses off.
With off? Yeah, perfect.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, when your glasses are on,
all
you're doing is taking out the distance of your glasses from your eyes there when you do that. So, and it's people who wear specs find it easier to wind them in, and people who don't find it easier to keep them out. And of course, you can dial your individual prescriptions in as well.
And what I've noticed about this is this looks really like quality. This I know I've got this on my scope, but it's a bit janky.
Yeah. So what have we got here? Well, I'll take you through the features that are built into this scope. But what I want to really stress to you is the ergonomics of this allow one-hand operation. So basically, I can turn up the brightness like so. I can actually bring in any of the features by pressing this this wheel. So I can bring in on this one. Can you see I'm actually shooting the lens right down there? So I'm actually compressing it, so I can look at one tooth there.
When it's compressed like that, is it brighter or is it just?
No, it is just. You can't have it much brighter than this. This is actually what's called Carl Zeiss light boost, and it's incredibly bright.
Do you know what? I don't think the camera does this justice.
No, it won't. It'll dip it down. But actually, I've turned it up to full now. Well, I've also got the ability. If you look at these buttons here, Sam, just come up and look at the buttons. What I did was I pressed that there, so that light came on there, like that, and that's the multispectral wheel. And basically, that's turned on the fluorescence. Fluorescence is effectively for looking.
So when you press down, that's the different light modes. Isn't it?
Yeah. And what the fluorescence is doing is allowing people to build a practice based on caries margin detection. You're only taking away diseased tooth. So working around this wheel that I'm working with one hand, I've got the ability to put on a white light that doesn't cure composites, or a standard orange light that doesn't cure composites. Coming over this side, I've got the green filter, which is red-free, which is used predominantly in neuro.
How many people use that exactly?
Well, most people don't know they've got it. That's the biggest problem. Most people don't know they've got it. And they say they wish they bought it. Every Zeiss microscope has it. And I just say, well, you know, it is there. Just look hard for it. Lots of people use it. Apicectomy and stuff like that. Great for determination of blood flow vis-a-vis soft and hard tissue, dropping it back into grayscale. It really works well. What else we got? Well, actually, as I say, I got the ability to turn the light up and down, but it's got a Variscope on it, which I can work, again, from
I do like this one-handed operation.
Everything can be worked, including the mags, from this hand. It's actually one-finger operation, because when I press this button, I'm now recording a video, and I press it quickly, I've taken a picture.
I was going to ask about video recording, because I know on my scope I have to kind of move over and press the...
Pressing that button there, But of course, it can be controlled from the iPad, which unfortunately isn't. So before we end, I'll make sure that gets working. But basically, that allows you to send pictures and videos to patient notes. It goes direct to patient notes.
So how does that work exactly?
Well, basically, it works in conjunction with your surgery software. Depending on what it is, we can work with most of them, and we set it up accordingly. So when you open a particular patient, the images you take drop straight into the patient's notes.
It's just everything about it is just quality, isn't it? Yeah.
We have, Sam, we've got 5-step magnification on here, which again is all controlled from either side like so. This has got, as I say, built-in Wi-Fi, and it's got its own router.
When I'm feeling this is just really, really nice and gentle. And this sounds really silly, but me clicking that is just...
Yeah, well, it's mechanically very clever, isn't it?
What's this here?
That's a doubler. So that changes the top magnification from 21 times, roughly, because it's got Variscope, so we can't give the exact number, to 42 times.
Wow, I want to see that.
I'll challenge you to work under that. So when your probe comes in, you'll be frightened, you'll run out of the room. So our job is to match, really, the wants and needs of a customer to what we can supply. And, you know, in the EXTARO, it can be all things to all man. And there is a fairly basic version, as they call it. It's called the Classic. It's a much lower specification, theoretically, but it's very high spec. So it comes with a port on the side which allows you to attach whatever digital camera you wish to attach. And that will allow you then to take HD images which you send to your a local screen. Much like, well, let's focus that one. Much like,
I'll tell you what is a pain with my other scope is I've got like a normal camera on mine, and the video runs out after 30 minutes.
yes.
So is this the same?
No. And that is dependent on different cameras, Sam. And I'll give you a little tip here. If you buy a Sony, that doesn't seem to exist. And some of the Canons it doesn't exist on.
I think, is it something to do with the VAT? Or
Yes,
something?
yes. One's a video camera, one's not. I don't know how it works.
I was thinking about buying a camcorder and having that on it, but then I just think, I'm getting to the point now where
If you think of a camcorder,
all in, this is all in.
all inbuilt, yeah.
I don't need to worry about anything like other extra cameras and things like that.
We're just worry about making a good job, you know, and doing the patient. But if you think, just to go back to the camcorder, do remember if you buy a camcorder, it's generally, a camcorder has got its own lens built into it. So you have to buy a different photo adapter for it. And then it becomes clutter.
I don't think that's going to be a problem for me.
No, yeah. So really, that's the EXTARO, Sam.
One last question. When you're taking photos and pictures and videos and things like that, where is it stored?
It's stored, actually, we can store it on the iPad and transfer what we want to transfer. We can store it on the desktop, and it goes straight into the patient management system.
That's all Wi-Fi, is it?
It's all done by the magic of Wi-Fi. At the press of a button, by the nurse pressing the iPad. And the iPad is a device you can show to the patient, because it's completely wireless, and say, this is your problem. You don't even have to sit them up to do it. There's your problem. So you freeze frame, magnify, do everything on it.
Because my workflow at the moment is taking an SD card out, and I've got to put it into this, and I've got to put
sorry, it's not workflow.
too much workflow, I think.
Describe it like that, but no, it isn't workflow.